Right, so part 3 of this. Just while it's loading. Got something today. Amount of stuff I had to do to get this right. I had to wear gloves. I had to wear a mask. The bloke agreed he would wash the machine. He disinfected the machine for me. And when I picked it up, he had it outside of his house, sitting in his driveway, waiting. Basically, I had to tell him when I was 10 minutes away, and he would put it outside for me. And sure enough, when I got there, it was sitting in the driveway. I then had to put the money through his letterbox, and then he basically said, "Yep, okay, take it away." So I used my sack barrow, got in the back of the car. I've never seen this in my life, and it did work. I've been playing it tonight, but I've took the board out of this and put it in that, and it was working. Then I've moved it, and all of a sudden something's upset it. But I have never seen this. Now this thing, I can't see any actual. I don't think. I mean, he's had it about 12 years. He had it, and I'm not joking. He even gave me the old pound coins that he still had with it. I don't. He just said, "Oh, some old pound coins for you in the front, mate, in a bag." Weren't many, like 10 or 15. I was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, I'll do a video of that eventually when it's working again. But it's not working at the moment, sadly. It did work. Got some awesome sounds on it. Never seen a machine like it. And the board, very odd how it works. Basically, there's two boards on it. One's a jackal, or hide. One's hide and one's jackal. And one's like a good board, and one's a bad board. And every like 6 or so spaces, you've got like a mirror, and it either goes one bloke or the other. And if it changes to the bad one, the next 6 or 7 squares are all like pretty much terrible, bar one. But they're all like question marks kind of thing, or game overs. And yeah, I did get nearly to the end on it. In you come. Fucker. Yeah, really interesting. Such good noises on it as well. And it was a steal, absolute steal that was. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I've never seen one. I tried Googling it as well. Googled, YouTubed, cannot find it whatsoever. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Something's popped on it. Because it was trying to boot, and then it just went off. And there's no power on it at all now. Could be the power supply, who knows. That's the problem with old machines, there's always something wrong with them. Oh, naturally, I let William Babe have a go on that. Look, grand in the bank. So I think there was like £740 in the bank, or $750. And oh yeah, it gets down to like $680 on Casper. She's going on Casper. Yeah, gambles out 500. Standard there. William Babe, innit? Shouldn't have let her play it. Yeah, it's on £6 jackpot tokens. But you can actually get to the end, and if you're on the bad, there's a square right before the end and it's jackal or hide, like a mirror, and it changes to one bloke or the other, and if it goes to the bad bloke, I think you just get £3 with restart chance. But if it's the good bloke, it's the £6 tokens. So I don't know how that works, but I've never seen anything like that. It's a bit like a road hoggy kind of thing, but the feature board's different. It's quite fun how it works. But there's also, where the reel is, you've got no one's chasing you, but it has got 1 to 6 jackal, 1 to 6 Mr. Hyde, and there's like a box behind it. And I think what that box does is like a light, and it changes from red or blue, and there's always 2 bulbs in there, so it turns one off and puts the other one on or something. But it's not working, so you can't ever see. It's hard to see what number you've got if it's dark. Like, you can just about make it out from behind the glass, like the other lights that are on, but on a video you can't really tell. So that's something else I've got to look at on it. See if I can get that to fucking work. Or send it away to get it work. I always say like me, but sometimes I'm just paying people sometimes to try and fix it for me. All costs money. I probably will do a video of chasing the pots out on the other game that's got pots on. What I might do is just, I'll bring you back if any feature come in, or I don't know if I do it where be like a stop and steppy where I just bring you back for all the action, or like a bandit. I bring you back for all the action, or like just make a whole video of going for pots. It could take thousands. You know what I mean? And just bring you back if any features drop in. I don't know, but then you sort of miss dropping in the pots, though, don't you? But then you'll know if the pot's coming, because it'll be the end of the video, or will it? Because I might keep filming just to fuck with you all. See, I ain't actually been at the house that's the first time I've been at the house in about 2.5 weeks. I ain't been out for fuck all. Mrs. has been shopping. When I went to pick it up afterwards, I went to the shop. I thought I'll go to the shop, get a sandwich. And it was fucking weird. I pulled up and it was obviously like one in, one out. And people were in a queue to get into the shop. It was only like a Sainsbury's or something. Like a little Sainsbury's. And you could see people out the front on like a ramp queuing, like 2 people were queuing to get in. I was like, fuck hell, they're queuing, aren't they? And I got up there, and by the time I parked the car and walked up, there's one woman in front of me. There's all tape on the floor, you know, to be so far apart. And then there's a big sign on the door saying 1 in, 1 out. And it's like, I ain't seen 1 in, 1 out since I used to sneak out of school on my lunch break. You know, and it was like 1 school child in, 1 school child out. But yeah, it's fucking serious stuff. I know, serious stuff. Was your picking up a machine essential? I don't know, really. Depends how you look at it. Am I going to get another one? No. It's technically for work, for business. What do you think I do for work? I don't go to work at the moment. I'm not doing any work, am I? So I'm trying to open an arcade. My work is sitting in here every day, and that's stock, isn't it? It's not totally essential, no, but there's 5 other machines I should have got in the past 2-3 weeks that I haven't bothered to get, because I'm like, well, I can't pick it up. And I send them a message saying, look, I'll give you a deposit or something, or I'll come and get it. You know, scouts on it, whatever you want to sort of call it. But then you see someone else has picked it up 3 hours later because they're just going to say, fuck it, go and get in it. And you're like, well, what can you do? So, I mean, that was too good to turn down. I've let a lot of stuff go. Or I didn't want to. I was like, fuck, I really wanted that. But with that, it's like, for the money, for the price that was, and I've spent more on a Chinese than what I paid for that. And it's just like, I'm not turning that down. I don't care. Fuck it. Says my missus, look, I've been fucking in loads. He's agreed to all this stuff to pick it up. If he just said, yeah, come and get it, mate, it's in my house, up some stairs, I'd have just been like, I can't, it's not worth the risk, you know. But he said, look, I'll give it a once over for you, give it a clean. That's what I haven't cleaned that, he's cleaned it. And then he said, I'll leave it outside for you. Just let me know when you're 10 minutes away or 5 minutes away, whatever it was. I think 10 minutes, he said. You know, just pull over and tell me when you're 10 minutes away, and then I can get it out into the drive. He goes, because at the moment I've got it out from he had like a games room. He said, I've got it out of there, it's by the front door, and then once you're a few minutes away, I'll wheel it outside. By the time I've got outside, you'll be here. And he goes, then just, you know, put the money through a letterbox, and I'll say yes, you know, thank you very much, and that was it. And I just put money through a letterbox, and he was like, cheers, mate, you know, and that was it. So put it in my car, and off I went. Had gloves on, had a mask on. It just felt so weird, but it is dangerous. It is a dangerous thing. I mean, I went over to Lowestoft just the day they shut the pubs down. I didn't know on the way there. Just weren't really thinking much of it. And it was that night I was over there with Richard, and you're sort of like, yeah, it's fucking load of silly cunt. This is, this is stupid. And then they said, yeah, the pubs are closing. You're like, what? You know, this will be all past. It can't keep carrying on. And it's like, yeah, everything's closing. So surreal. Now, a friend of mine today, Scotty, told me today that they're supposed to be going on a cruise next month for his parents' 70th, for his mum's 70th. And one of the blokes they were going with, he was in a coma. He was on the phone. When I was on the phone to him, he was telling me his bloke's in a coma. And this was been about 5 to 6. And then at 10 past 6, comes into the chat and says, that bloke's in a coma, he's just passed away. That's it, he's gone. And his mum and dad are a bit upset about that. So it's not good. It's not good. You sort of, at first, it was like, well, I'm young, you know, I'll be fine. I ain't 70 or 80, but it's like, I mean, this bloke, we was getting on a bit. He weren't unhealthy. He just had a heart operation, I think, a year ago, and he just couldn't handle it. But my sister, one of her friends, he's like 51. Yeah, it finished him off. I mean, he weren't the fittest guy you ever met, but he weren't exactly like a wreck. But yeah, and you sort of think, shit, fucking hell, if I could get it, and it would be the end. But originally, you were all sort of thinking, "No, I'm right. I'm not old. I'll be fine." But and it can affect anyone. I was getting sick of hearing about it at first, but then you think this is actually serious. I mean, I think something. I reckon about end of May, this might start to sort of pull back again, start to get back to some normality. I mean, we're not going to be back to normal. I think what we're going to see in pubs now is things like pool tables, jukeboxes, fruit machines will have to be like some regulation to keep them clean. Like they have to be cleaned. Some places don't even fucking clean them, do they? There's some pubs that never clean the fruity. They're fucking disgusting. You walk up to it and that you're like, ugh, you know. And I think you're going to see there'll be a lot of more we'll be a lot more clean after this. I mean, when I was waiting in the shop to get served, she served the woman in front of me. When she finished serving her, she wiped down all the, you know, paid contactless things. She wiped all that down, and gloves and stuff. She put gloves on to move something like a basket, and you just sort of think, fucking hell. So I do think we're going to see a different sort of kind of world when we come out the other side of this, where things are cleanliness is a lot more regulated. I know we've got clean in the kitchen and stuff, but it's like you go to a restaurant, the kitchen's immaculate, but the rest of the restaurant is just pretty much, you know, cleaned whenever, or just, it's like Witherspoons. I'm not joking. I'm not going to pick on Witherspoons, but going to Witherspoons and just wipe a table, just get your fucking napkin, put it in a bit of water you got with you, or just dip it in your fucking tea or something. Just make it wet and just rub it on the table. It'll be black. I know they wash the tables. They do wipe the tables, but very, 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 very finely. Just give them a once over. And them tables get so mucky. They don't deep clean nothing. And I think you're going to start seeing things more regulated. I might be wrong, but I think there'll be a bit more regulation now about how things are cleaned. Shout out to James Hardy. For me to do that, actually, I probably already have, but I'll do it again. Give me a lot of help, that bloke has, on the phone, just sort of little bits and bobs, trying to get things going, and minor repairs I'm trying to do, you know. But some things, though, it's just not worth doing yourself. When you can, if someone else is 20 quid, they'll do it, and you might risk doing it yourself, and if you fuck it up, you ruin a 50 or 60 or 70, 80, £100 board. So, well, this was fucking horrible, wasn't it, in the end? Are you joking? Oh, you're having me on. I thought we was in. Last chance saloon. Yes? No. Skin. So the only game left now will be the Wall Street Cash. And after that, we've done them all. And they're still not working. So after that, I've got that to do, but I've got to repair it. It's still, I have got a part 2 for this. It's a bit dark, so I can't really show you what's happened in that, so that's a bit good. that still need reels. I've asked for them. 3 people have said yes, and then you don't get anything else out of them. This does, yeah, I've still got to do a video of this. That's another video. Mark 3 each way. I've had that out yesterday, but I didn't do anything with it. Done Big Cash Machine. This is Great Escape. That's just out because I'm using the parts to try and get Monopoly working, and that's still there, tucked down here. So yeah, still a few things. This Jekyll and Hyde is a. Let me turn the light on. Rare old thing. Yeah, old looking thing. But this is what I mean. Like, as you go along the board. So here is the good bit, blue, which is Jekyll, and then this can either, when you get to, like, say you're there and it rolls like a 4, it will go 1, and then it will go boom, 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 and it will go red or blue. And if it's red, you're then on here, and you look, it's all like police, court, police. That puts you back to the other board, the good board. That's instant game over. You know, it's just horrible. Yeah, the Hyde board is just, you don't want to be on it. But the Jekyll board is all good. I don't think actually anything kills you on the Jekyll board. Nothing's a game over. No, it isn't. Yeah, nothing is. But yeah, certainly an interesting old thing. It's just a shame it's just stopped working, because I was going to do a little video of it tonight, but it was working fine out there. I was playing it outside, moved it into here, and it's got the ump, and it's now turned it just won't come on, and I think I've popped a fuse in there somewhere, because now you didn't get nothing. You plug it in, it's just nothing happens. It's no noise, no nothing, no red light. So yeah, there you go. So next game's Wall Street Cash. We're working through them. Just hope I've got enough games to keep us going through this lockdown thing. I'll see you on the next one.